Hey guys, it's Come At Me Bro 5479 from YouTube, and today I'm going to show you some vinyl figures. Now, if you live in the Texas area like I do, I live in South Texas, or anywhere else in the United States, they have a store called Hastings. You can buy these things for, it ranges from like different companies which made them. I've got 3 of them, 3 separate boxes, but I've gotten several different figures, and it really depends. I've got 3 different boxes, but 2 of them are from the same company that made it. This one's Kidrobot, and I think they specialize in like the Futurama ones, and I think they also do the Simpsons ones. I didn't buy the Simpsons ones. This one's my most recent one. I bought it yesterday, and they're mystery boxes. You have no idea what comes in them, and I was actually hoping to get the Robot Devil, but I didn't, and I didn't realize until I read on the back that the Robot Devil is a, see if I can get that to focus. Focus. That's probably not going to focus. Robot Devil is a 1 in 96, which means that out of every 96 boxes you open, you get a chance to find one of him. And the 2 mystery ones right here, I don't know which one that could be. It's probably on the little thing that came with my figure. But this one is I don't know his name, but he works with the Slurm. He's the Slug, and it's unknown how to get those either. It just doesn't say. It says question mark or question marks. Then you have Lur from Planet Omicron Persei I-8. You have a 1 in 16 chance, which means out of every 16 boxes you can probably find one of him. Leela, which is 2 of 16. I forgot his name. He's a news reporter. You have a 1 in 16 chance of getting him. You have a 2 in 16 chance of getting Mom. 2 in 16 of getting Zap. 2 in 16 of getting Nibbler. 1 of 16 of getting Zoidberg. And 2 of 16 of getting both Bender and Fry. Now, these things come with a little more than the other one I have. The other boxes I have. I got Nibbler. Yeah. And the cool thing about these things is that Nibbler, the cape isn't on him, technically. You can actually take Nibbler's head off, his cape comes apart, and you can put it back on, and he's a capeless Nibbler. But when I watched the show, I always saw him with the cape, and he was always so cute with the cape on. Yes, Nibbler's adorable. I love Nibbler. And yeah, and another thing that came with Nibbler is a oops. My bad. Another thing that came with Nibbler was you got a food bowl with his name on it. Probably can't read it. It's pretty bad. With the food bowl came an entire thing of chicken. So you can put that in there, and Nibbler's got himself some food. Yeah, this ranged at about $8 to $9. It's pretty expensive, but it's pretty worth it. These things are like really worth collecting, and I recommend that you buy these. They're really cool. And it's just like a little adrenaline rush to see like which character you're gonna get. Like when you get the box, it's just me. But when I got the box, I was like, "Oh, who am I gonna get?" So I ripped it open, pulled out the bag. I was like, "Oh, I got Nibbler." Not really who I wanted, but I fucking love Nibbler. I'll take him. And it's pretty solid. And it's got Matt Groening on the bottom, signed on the bottom. It's not worth anything more than like $10 though, because Matt Groening didn't really sign it. Groening, however the hell you say his name. The next one is was the Horror Vinyl Classic from Funko. And my very first one I opened up, I got Pennywise from It. And he's pretty heavy. He's got some weight to him and everything. And I actually wanted Jason or Freddy when I got it, but Pennywise was my first one I opened. I bought 2 of these on my first, with my money. Like, I bought 2 of these, and the other one I got was Michael Myers, and I was pretty excited about him. Now, with these, you have a 2 in 24 chances of getting several of them. You get a 2 in 24 chance of getting Freddy, Hannibal, Leatherface, Chucky, Michael, Ghostface, Jason, Ash. I think his name is Sweet Tooth. Pennywise, of course. Then you have, I don't know his name, but he was from Devil's Rejects. and glow-in-the-dark Jason. And of course that means out of every package you open, there's you have a chance of getting 2 of these with every 24 boxes. And you can get Billy from Saw, but he's like a 1 in 72, which means he's a lot more rare. And same thing with Blood-spattered Leatherface. He's a 1 in 72. Now, there's 2 Chuckies up here. There's the Chucky from like Child's Play 1 through 3 with there's no bruises, no scratches, no scars. And then there's Chucky from Bride, Seed, and Curse of Chucky, who has the scars. And then there's glow-in-the-dark Pennywise. These 2 right here, these 2, a 144 chance of getting one. A 1 out of 144. That is rare, but it's not impossible. And considering that I'm not a rich millionaire, it's going to take me a while to buy more of these and more boxes. I've got more money, but I'm willing to save it because I've got a puppy that needs to get his shots. And I'm going to save the rest of my money to get him his shots and make sure he's all good, make sure he doesn't get worms or infected with anything. But yeah, same thing with Funko, just as like the Kidrobot, you should buy them. And it's like, they're really cool looking. I opened 2 of these and got a duplicate Pennywise. But I will show you the rest of my stuff, which are behind the next box of the next guy. This next guy was the very first guy I opened. Very first Funko I bought, vinyl figure. Very first guy. He's really special. And it was a Mayor from A Nightmare Before Christmas. And the cool thing about this guy is that his head turns. He's the only figure I have that does that from Funko. You can get the Happy Mayor and then the Creepy Mayor, which is like really scared and sad. Sorry. And the cool thing about this is that with these guys, like you can see Michael in the back right there, you have a 2 in 24 chance of getting Happy Jack. Oh wow, you can't even see that. Like a confused Jack, apparently. Sally, this vampire doll. 2 different snowman Jacks. I'm guessing it's a glow-in-the-dark Oogie. Regular Oogie. Of course, the Mayor. Then you know 2 in 24 chance of getting a Devil. The Mummy. And then you have a 1 in 24 chance of getting Pumpkin King Jack. So I can move it back. You have a 1 in 72 chance of getting Professor Frankenstein, I think is his name, and the Creature from the Black Lagoon. You have a 1 in 144 chance of getting Jack and Zero. It makes me a little sad, because I like Zero. I want Zero. And this was the very first one I got. This was the very first one I got when I opened the box. I bought it, like, I want to say about 3 or 4 weeks ago. They're pretty recent. I'm trying to make sure they're all in nice, pristine shape, because I like these things. They're really nice. And I've gotten duplicates. Like, my most recent one that I got was a duplicate. It was a Snowman Jack. And this is actually the original one. I actually don't really like this one that much because of this little problem right here with its like little neck. It's like it wasn't put together properly. I got another one. It looks a little bit better. It's still kind of torn up. Now, I've gotten plenty of other things. And of course, here's the duplicate Jack. Put him up here on my computer and automatically drop him behind the computer. I'll have to go fishing for him later. He was the second one I got. The third one I got was the Mummy. Wasn't really a big character. Like, I would have much preferred the little fat dead kid because he was a lot more funny for me. I've seen the movie. Who hasn't seen the movie? And then another one that I got was Oogie. Yeah, Oogie was awesome. Alright. Alright. Now back to the horror ones. And of course I told you the second one I got was Michael Myers. This looks just so adorable. I like how his eyes are so huge compared to the actual costume. They're not really meant to be scary, but they're really well designed. And they're pretty thick. Listen, it's pretty thick. It's very thick plastic. It's really well designed. And I really want more of these. I really want to get Jason because the third one I got, I could be wrong. The third one I got, maybe he was the fourth one, Freddy Krueger. He was one of the 2 I wanted, like, when I opened the first 2 boxes. He was either the third or fourth one, and he's really well designed. Like, the way he has his hat set up is, like, you can't even see it. Like, look at it from my point of view. Can't even see his eyes. Because his fedora is all the way down. And, he's pretty much covered in, like, mud. His claws are, like, pretty cool. down to the tiniest detail. It's like really cool, like the claws and everything. And the other one I got, he was either third or fourth one, I'm not for sure, was Ghostface. Yeah, because it's one of like the best things to ever feel. It's like when you don't know who is what and where or anything like that. But these are my 4 horror ones. I had a 5th one. It was another Pennywise, but I gave that to a buddy of mine because he saw it and he really liked it. And I said, "Oh, you can just keep it." He was like, "This is going to be very special to me." I was like, "Thanks. I feel so special being your friend." And I honestly think, because it says it on the Nibbler's box that they're for ages 15 up. If you could fucking read that. I apologize. The Nibbler one was more expensive, but then again, more came with him. So he was about $9 to $10. And then, because more came with him, like, it's the fact that his head pops off. He's beheaded. He was a little more expensive. He had his little bowl with his name on it with some chicken. He was more expensive. These guys were only about $6. Like, all of these guys were about $6. These guys could have been $7 because they're more horror related, but these guys are more cartoonish, so they're like I think they're more meant for kids. I could be wrong. Let's see. It just says not for ages 3 and under. But these guys are really cool. The one thing I really don't like about Oogie is that his face is flat. That is flat. But it's still pretty cool. I plan on getting some more, and then when I get more, I'll actually open the box for you guys. Maybe I'll get another one of these. If I get a duplicate, I'll probably sell it. It's gonna cost a lot less since it's been opened, so I'll probably sell it for about $2 or $3. If I get a duplicate of these, I'll probably sell him for about $1. A duplicate of these, I'll sell him for $1. And I got a duplicate of this, so I'm gonna sell that one for $1 if anyone wants it. So yeah, I recommend that you buy these things. They are so cool. They are so adorable in how they're made. And yeah, if you can find a store that sells them, I heard on oh, I forgot his name. I could probably look him up though, because he just opened one last night, and he got himself because he said he was pretty let down from like the 2 duplicates he got the last time he opened them. I apologize, I'm taking so long, but I'm trying to remember his freaking name. Where'd you go? Blitzwinger. Yeah, Blitzwinger opened some, and he got himself a duplicate the first time he opened them. It was Sweet Tooth, and then he got himself Pennywise and a Jason. Lucky asshole. Nah, I'm just kidding. He's a pretty cool YouTuber. I've never talked to him. It'd be cool to meet all these YouTubers. Like, it'd be also pretty cool to meet my fans that are subscribed to me. But yeah, if you can find, like, he said he found his in a comic book store. He bought them, and I found mine at Hastings. The only reason I bought Nibbler was because they were out of these, and they were out of this. Yeah, so they're pretty famous. They go off the shelf pretty quickly, and Hastings is pretty cool. If I could get like a camera I can hold, because this is my webcam, I would record Hastings for you guys and sell you. There's cool stuff in there. Hastings sells like the turret dolls. They sell turret dolls from Portal. They sell sonic screwdrivers from Doctor Who. They even sell vinyl figures of Doctor Who. It's it's the only thing but I really don't like those because they only sell the 10th Doctor. They sell Davros pretty rarely, and you have a better chance of getting the TARDIS multiple times just because I read the back of the box and know that. But go to your local famous store, your comic book store. If you have a Hastings nearby, go to the Hastings and buy a box or 2 of any. Because when I bought the first one that came with these 2, I bought a couple more of these, which came with Oogie and the duplicate Jack. But yeah, they're really cool. I recommend you buy them and make a collection, make some videos, like which ones you got. It's pretty It's really like it gives you an adrenaline rush. It gave me an adrenaline rush to figure out like, ooh, who'd I get? I want this, or this. And it'll take a few times before it might take you a few times before you get the one you want. I mean, it took me 3 boxes or 4 boxes to get Kruger. I mean, it only took the second box to get Myers, and I didn't really want Myers because, yeah, Michael Myers is cool, but he's not my favorite horror villain. My favorite horror villain is Freddy Krueger, and then Jason, and then Myers. It's like, yeah. But, like I said, you have a chance of getting 2 separate Jasons at the same, like, you got the best chances of actually getting these 2. Because, basically, it's a 4 and 48. That's pretty good. Which means that narrows down to, let's do some multiplication. That narrows down to 1 in 12. You have a 1 in 12 chance of getting these guys. So, yeah. Buy them and collect them. That's what I'm doing, and hopefully next time you'll either see me recording a video game, but, my computer's kind of blah, blah, blah. Right now it's kind of screwy dooey looey. But I will try to bring back some more videos. And guys, I know a lot of my content, like a lot of my views come from my original content that was made about 2 years ago, I think. But I apologize in advance, and I've put it on my about page that I am no longer making those videos because it was fun to make, but I just don't have the time for it. I've got a lot more things to deal with in school. I've got a lot more things to deal with on my team. I've got work. And it was fun to make them, but my imagination is just not as bright enough to go to these distances to make those. And my original content would not get any views no matter how hard I tried, which was me playing video games. I know I don't really talk during the videos, but it's because I never really had the camera, and not only that, but no one really listened to me because I was kind of boring, and it's hard to make up stuff off the top of your head when you don't have anybody around. Guys like PewDiePie, Cry, Cinnamon Toast Ken, who can just, like, be naturally funny, it's a lot easier for them. But I'm getting off topic, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Yet again, collect these. Kidrobot was the one that came with Nibbler, and Funko was the one that came with Jack Skellington and Pennywise. Yeah, collect them and have fun with them.